The Yankees, of course, have a problem. This whole weekend series against the Marlins showed an issue with the Yankees that has been bubbling up that caused Aaron Boone after the sweep to acknowledge that it is gut check time for the Yankees. And the reason I smiled at that statement, and I love to see Booney, we had a nice hug, we hugged it out. He sort of gave me the Boone smile, knowing that I've been critical from time to time on nothing personal of people who I know and love when it's warranted. Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman have a tremendous amount of pressure on them. It is true that I have called that the Yankees won't make the playoffs. I've looked at the team and made that evaluation. Before the season started, again during the season. What I didn't anticipate is the way the Yankees are playing. And I don't mean when you don't get hits, when you strike out 3 times in a game, when you don't pitch well. That's part of baseball. As an executive, we'd never get angry with our team for being no hit. It happens. We wouldn't get angry at our team for making physical errors. They happen. We get angry at our team for mental mistakes. The Yankees have been doing things constantly, whether it's throwing to the wrong base, whether it's not hitting the cutoff man, whether it's not knowing the number of outs. Base running mistakes galore. The type of errors that are inexcusable. That's the sign of a team that's not going to make it. And this weekend against the Marlins, 3 things happened of note, and I want to start with Friday night. I wish we had done a show Saturday because we talked to you about what happens the day after the trade deadline. Brian Cashman goes in, as all other GMs do. You meet your team. If you're a buyer, the clubhouse is excited. You've brought in Doval, you've brought in Bednar, you've brought in Reed, you've brought in Caballero. You've done everything you possibly can. I mean, a starter would have been great, but a starter wasn't available, so you bolster the bullpen, and everyone thinks it's going to be butterflies, unicorns. You want that first game to be a positive for your team. Well, Friday, in what could only be described as the most insane game you'll see in a long time, the Yankees lost 13-12. That would be noteworthy, other than the fact that the Yankees had all these huge leads during the game. And guess how that game was lost? All 4 Yankee trade line acquisitions played a part in the loss. The 3 pitchers, terrible. The right fielder acquired from the Rays let a ball get by him, and you saw what jersey number he was wearing, which is never a good sign. It means he's running toward the wall because a ball went under his glove. So the Yankees lose that game 13-12. If you're Brian Cashman, you're meeting the media straight up and you're saying 1 game, not a big deal, tough start, obviously, but the media glommed onto it like paper onto thin ice, and it was, that's not even the expression. Is it paper onto thin ice? You're on thin ice. Like glue onto paper? I'm having a moment. Hi. 4869. I'm David Samson. What happened with the Yankees when they lost 13-12 Friday night is they lost using all of their new pieces, and the GM had no choice but to say, don't worry, we're fine. Great. They come to the ballpark the next day, Saturday, and the only thing that was talked about in a 2-0 loss to the Marlins was a base running mistake by Jazz Chisholm that was such an egregious mistake that if we had highlights we could show you. On an infield fly with Jazz Chisholm at first base, he's standing flat-footed in between first and second, and not only did the Marlins second baseman Edwards catch the ball, 1 out, he then doubles Chisholm off first base, 2 outs. Double play. Aaron Boone does the veteran manager thing and goes to the tunnel where no one can see. Talks to Jazz Chisholm immediately. Then, in front of everybody, talks to his first base coach saying, were you not yelling at Jazz to get back on the base? What's going on here? Of course, you yell at the first base coach in public. You do not yell at your player in public if you can stand it, if you can possibly not. If you are the PR person for the Yankees or Brian Cashman, you get to Jazz Chisholm to the extent he listens to anyone, and you say after the game, the media is going to ask you about this. I'd like you to be contrite. I'd like you to say, yeah, that's a mistake. Sorry. Bad timing. That's not what Jazz did. Good old Jazz said, nope, I'd do that again. I've played at Marlins Park. I know exactly what was going on. That was the exact right baseball move. Well, I spoke to about 20, no exaggeration, baseball players and baseball people. Easy to do when you're around Marlins Park yesterday. 0 for 20. Not one of them agreed with Jazz. Not one. No matter what you do, no matter what you think is going to happen if he drops the ball on purpose, no matter what, you cannot be doubled off. The hitter, when he hits an infield fly, has to run it out, and the fielder has to go to second. Run. If he drops it, you're on second safely. If he catches it, you're in trouble. How about this? Stay on first base. Then, if he catches it, you're safe. If he drops it, you're out at second base. That's what you're supposed to do, folks. Did you fall for my first one? Like a standardized test? When something sounds, hey, that sounds right. And then you put it, and then you get it wrong, and then you're despondent because, oh my God, I didn't read the question. You can't get doubled off on an infield fly no matter what. What do? Stay on your base. And then Aaron Boone had the same view, but then he had to defend the player. And so he did. I'm not upset with Jazz. He said it's a guy trying to make a play. No, that's not accurate. I get it looks bad and it's a bad play, but it's not a case of a guy that's dogging it. He's just trying to make a play. Aaron, I understand you want to keep your clubhouse. I understand you want to keep Jazz motivated, but that is not accurate. It's not making a play what Jazz Chisholm did. It's not making a play. And the Yankees have not made so many plays that they find themselves behind the Red Sox. That's the problem. So Aaron Boone goes into Sunday's game, gets spanked, swept, meets the media. He's about to fly to Texas to face Patrick Corbin. He's got his ace going tonight and Max Fried. And so when the media says, how we doing, Aaron, you good? This is the time that you say, we're good. There's nothing to worry about. He actually said it's getting to be real gut check time. It's getting late. It's certainly not too late for us, and I'm confident that we're going to get it together, but that all is right now. It's empty until we start doing it. Nothing personal, fans. You know what I'm talking about. When I talk to you about early, middle, late, it is now. As you start August, we are getting to the early, late stage of the season. Except for the fact that the Yankees are 25-32 since May 29th, which is the worst record in the AL East. You want to know why the Yankees have a problem at the moment? Because they're trending wrong. When you have a 6.5 game lead in the division and now you're 4.5 back, which is really 5.5 because of the tiebreaker, you better start winning games.